Okay, so still want to know where the mic is on this thing. Anyway, if you can't hear me, okay. So got a new tank. Actually, got two new tanks. But first off, this is what I originally bought. I bought this tank to be for the Viquarium, TetraFauna Viquarium setup, and well, basically, this one is a 36-inch by 18 by 18. And what happened was, when I put the Viquarium in, which is meant for 12-inch wide tanks, it wouldn't fit, obviously. So this is a spare tank now, and I took some of my money that I got, and I bought a brand new tank. Another tank. This one's the TetraFauna Repto habitat terrarium, semi-aquatic reptile tank, and I put the TetraFauna Viquarium in it, and it looks really cool. And I got my turtles in here and my anomalies. The water's still a little bit cloudy, but eventually it'll settle and it won't be as cloudy. There's one turtle there, a heater, filter. There's the other turtle. Now the way this works, I don't know how many people know how this works. I don't see this video, but how this works, how this entire setup works, is this part's water, this part's land. Now what you do is you have three parts to the Viquarium. You have the fountain part, the riverbed part, which is right there, and then you have the filter part, the filtration base. And what happens is you put this piece in, and then you seal it off with these rubber pieces, and inside these rocks here, what's inside these filters, or in these rocks, are filters and the divider. And what it does is it sucks the water in and goes through these filters, so it filters through it. And then what it does after that is it comes through here, filters through these filters in the rocks from intake holes right in the rocks down in here. There's intake holes inside and the bottom of it. There we go. Okay. And then it gets sealed with that there, and then the only way for the water to get in is through intake holes. The intake holes are in the bottom, and it goes in here, and then it goes through all these rocks. So it filters through these filters and the rocks, and then it filters through the all this gravel. And then what happens is the pump inside the fountain, there's a base here, and it drags it, pulls it in, and then up the fountain, and then it comes out through the fountain hole, and it's all clean because it's filtered through here and through the pebbles, and then it's brought up through the fountain and brought through the riverbed, and then it brings the clear water to the water side. And right now I have turtles in there, and I have a Bahaman and a green anole in here. You can't really see them, but there you go. I have my brother. Oh, that looks really green. I have my brother's green anole in there, and then back in that corner, right there, you can see her. She's on a cable. Her filter is a Bahaman anole, a male green anole, and then Bahaman anole. She's still really tiny, and she's never gonna get really that big. And yeah, I have the turtles and them in there. They don't bother each other. The anoles stay up on the vines, and the turtles stay in the water. And sometimes they'll go up on the rocks and they'll sit and get some of the sun from the basking light. Because I bought new lamps. I have a Zoomeds, or a turtle basking light, which works for anoles. It's the same thing, it's just heat. And then I have the Zoomed nocturnal infrared light and the Zoomed mini deep dome dish lamp. And then I have this lamp here, which has a UVB 5.0 bulb in it. So that gives them their UVB, and that gives them their heat. So this is a hot side to a cool side, and you can have a gradient. The turtles, when they heat up, they can come up on these rocks and bask, and the anoles can move back and forth. So that's that. And right now my brother is planning on putting a beardy in there, in this one. And so far what he's planned out is he's going to take this and fill it with sand, and then this will be a feeder tank for it, so the baby beardy doesn't get compaction from the sand. And he'll put the beardy in here, and then just put the crickets or whatever food. He'll put crickets, yeah, the live ones, the crickets in there. But if it's just still food, he'll just put in like the little dishes or whatever, the vegetables. That babies won't eat it that much, but still. And it's got like a little basking rock. And then we're gonna buy some bulbs, put some bulbs up here, and yeah, and some Vitasan, Zoomed Vitasan. Oh, this is a Exo-Terra 36 by 18 by 18 tank, and it has the intake for air, and what it does is it creates natural convection, and it pulls it in and pulls this out, so your glass is always clear up here, so you can always get a good view of your pets. Same with this one, but right now, as you can see, little dots and stuff on it. That's from water spilling on it whenever I was getting her together. So yeah, this is the new turtle and anole tank. Looks really freaking awesome. It's what I planned on doing. I get around to them. They're getting moved to a terrarium where this TV is. This TV's get put downstairs. They're gonna go into what is that tank, and not that large, but they're gonna get put into that tank, and they're gonna get a kind of a half water terrarium. Waterfall terrarium. I don't know how I'm going to work it out, but that's what's going to happen. And then this is just going to become a regular aquarium. This is an aquarium. It's an aquarium hood, an aquarium tank. So I'm going to possibly ball of sharks and rainbow sharks, silver tip sharks, like a aggressive tropical fish tank. If not, I'll just put feeder fish in it for the turtles and probably the beardy. That way they can eat them if they want to. But yeah, that's the animals so far. Like, my brother gets his beardy, but like he wants to today. I'll try to make a new video, post it of the beardy in here. So yep, that's the new tank. It looks really nice. Looks really nice. And I might get there's some terrarium frog moss in there. Zoomed's frog moss, I think. Zoomed terrarium moss. Terrarium moss. It's not. Yeah, Zoomed's all natural. Terrarium moss, so that's gonna go right in here on there. And then I'm thinking about I'm gonna buy a couple of live plants and plant them right around there. Right, a couple right back there by the fountain, so it'll give like this tropical effect, because the water does come up to like here, like this high. So what I'll do is I'll plant some plants into the water, gravel, and then it'll, because if it's semi-aquatic, it'll work. So I'll keep you guys updated on my animals, because I've been doing a lot of these videos of my animals. So yeah, 99.8 degrees in there. I'm right where that probe is, right there, under the basking light, so they have a gradient. So that's the turtle and anole tank. This is what I planned on doing. This is their new setup, and eventually I'll have Beauty in there, and I gotta get the toads done, get a new tank for them. They're just gonna be moved to a regular terrarium tank. I'm not gonna have the hood anymore. I'll just get a heat lamp or a UVB bulb and put it on top of that tank, on top of the little screen thing, and then that'll become an aquarium. So far this is what it looks like from my chair. And that'll become a feeder tank for the Beardy until it gets big enough, and then there'll be a spare tank, because this right now it's cracked and all it's good for is just regular land, because you can't use it as an aquarium, because I was for the turtles, and yeah, it's junk. So that's my animals right now. My household, my herps, and my my herps and small pets. So that's what it is so far, and eventually I'll get them moved into this tank and put it right there. We're gonna moving this TV down. It's gonna go there, and then that'll be it. Have all kinds, and then I'll have an aquarium over there, because I really want to get some fish or something. Because I really would like to have a fish set up sometime. Because I like fish, but I don't have any right now. But yeah, that's the setup for them. They're really cool. I love my turtles. They've got so much personality to them, and the noise. They're just chilly. They got like this sassy attitude to them. Like, I don't know. I love animals. So that's reptile and amphibian update. My room is becoming a reptile room right now. This entire half is just tanks. But yeah, that's my room right now for reptiles and my amphibians. So this video is getting really long. I'm going to stop rambling. I'll keep you guys updated. Beauty video might get uploaded later today, or tomorrow, or whatever. If my brother gets it, because he wants to buy it. Because I bought the tank, but you know, he wants to put it in there, so it'll be partially mine. And it's in my room, so it works out. So keep these guys updated. Talk to you later. Peace.